Today on Voiding Warranties, we have a bit of a viewer request. You see, my friend Matt has had this water bottle for a very long time and, well, it's developed a crack. So, instead of, trying to fix it or just buying a new water bottle, he gave it to me and said, "Do with it as you will, but make sure it is destroyed." Well, I'm up for that.
Voiding warranties, where sometimes we even fail to blow things up. Take that, Mythbusters. We can fail better.
Here, I have some sodium metal that I'm saving for another project. But I have enough of it that I can do pretty much whatever I want with the rest. Now, the reaction sodium has with water is pretty violent. In fact, often the sodium will explode in the process. Now, people used to think that this was due to hydrogen or a steam explosion, but it's neither. It's actually a coulombic explosion. The charge becomes so strong, the repulsive forces become so strong, it separates from itself. Want to see? Instead of, starting with something big like, 5 grams of sodium, let's start with just a little bit of sodium. Let me cut off a piece. Ah! Spill the water bottle. Yeah, this is going to be professional. I'm going to cut off just a small sliver of the sodium. I'm using a kitchen knife to do it because my wife wasn't looking. All right. Sodium's a really soft metal, so it kind of cuts like cheese. All right, I've got a small piece cut off. Before I do this, I actually thought of different ways I could do this experiment. I was thinking about using a magnet to drop the sodium, but then I'd have to have some sort of metallic ferrous carrier to hold the sodium before it dropped. And then I figured, that's not what this show is about. So I'm going to just drop it in by hand using my gloved hand and hope for the best. After I get rid of the big thing of sodium, because if the water explodes, goes into there, ugliness. Let's see what happens. Kind of just fizzled out. I think we need a bigger chunk of sodium to accomplish this. But I got one. This is actually the big piece of sodium that I cut the small piece from. And I'm going to dump the whole thing in there and hope for the best. Huh? Let's see what happens. Oh yeah, and I'm going to run for this one. Matt is going to be so disappointed about that because fizzle again. We got some cracks though. Let me refill, we'll try again. We're going to try this one more time. Now I have fresh water in there, which means it's not diluted by sodium hydroxide from the reaction. I've got some fresh sodium, and I'm going to go ahead and scrape the oxide layer off the surface, see if we can get a bit better reaction. Now, I am not 100% sure what this will do this time, but I'm hoping for a big bada boom. This is way more sodium than anyone should reasonably use for this project. And I've exposed enough of the fresh metal that it should react this time. There we go. Well, the bottle is still technically in one piece, but I think this is close enough to intended. I've blown up the bottle, maybe not as well as I had hoped, but this is definitely a result. Now, if you want to see what I actually intend to do with this sodium, in a productive manner, then you're going to have to subscribe. If you like this video, click like. If you want to see more like it, click subscribe. And remember, keep on voiding warranties.